everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you, where you are. Happy Saturday. Welcome to a fresh, brand new, shiny morning weekend stream. I'm mildly out of sorts, but what else is new? I need to grab my earphones. And then I need to do some other things. But first I want to say hi to you guys. How you doing? Good afternoon from Greece. Good morning from Minnesota. A wonderful, wonderful day, y'all. We have a lion. I'm just, no, actually, I got out of bed on time. I just didn't move quickly. I am late again. I will stay on a little longer, too. Oregon, good morning. Good morning. So tell Oregon hello. I think about it sometimes. I need, let's see, earphones. Did I move them over here already? Oh, I did. They're on my desk already. And then we're probably going to want to launch WoW. And I was thinking about... Here, bear with me for a moment. We've got tea that's steeping, and there's no time running, so we're just going to have to estimate that. That's an herbal tea, because it's going to be nice and warm. It's not like it's freezing. I mean, it's a little cold in my office. It's mostly just cold outside, but even when my, internal heat and whatever keeps inside at the same temperature as it would have been in, April, the fact that it's 10 below outside or whatever it is, makes me want to dress more warmly and cozy up more, despite the fact that it's the same degrees in here. It's been this cold in this office at stream time in June, just because it's morning time and I don't run the heat in the summer. But because it's cold outside, it matters. So we're gonna launch that. I want to mess with I want to try something. Hang on, don't mind me. I'm looking for add a layer. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's fine. One of these. Does that do anything? Oh yeah, look at that. I want to make it small. Teeny tiny. Here. I don't know where to put these things. Usually over your camera, right? If you can make it small enough to fit. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, sub goal. Proof of concept. I've never, to my recollection, done a sub goal before, and I just kind of want to see how they work. Also, I'm greedy and need money. So what the deal with that one is that you guys have seen 2 of my wigs so far, but there's a 3rd one that is in standby that is a little different, and I shall wear it on the following stream of reaching that sub goal. So it's a 25 sub goal. I think resubs count, but it turns out I've never done a sub goal. I have no idea how it works, so this is kind of part of the deal. Oh, anonymous gifter, gifted a gift sub. Thank you very much. Let's see if that refreshes through. Also, apparently my alerts are really overlaid. Let me see if I can scooch the other alert. This one. Yeah, we're gonna. No, not that one. Undo. Not that one. We lock that one. We take that one, unlock it, scoot it up. Yeah, there we go. And McGreevers with a 5-month resub. Thank you very, very much. So, does it update? Also, I feel like the text looks kind of funny. Oh, I bet I know why it's funny. It's because I scaled it funny. And we got 10 gift subs from an anonymous gifter. I think it's just taking a second to go through. I think that's the idea. It's just lagging. Cause holy moly, we're up 11 gift subs in the resub from McGreevers. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Yeah, there they go. I wonder if I need to resize. Don't mind me. Today on Hazel Learns How to Use Your Streaming Software. Do I need to resize this one so that it can not label? Because on the following stream, there we go. I just wanted to clarify that if we hit the sub goal, it's tomorrow's stream that would have the wig reveal. I'm not gonna mid-stream slap it on. Or at least that wasn't my plan. Speaking of my plan, is my tea about ready yet? How we doing here? Hazel, I have to tell you, I decided to get over my anxiety of healing and now have a baby holy priest. Pickles, I'm so excited for you. You're gonna have so much fun. And Perk on a 55 stream watch streak. Holy moly. What would stream be without our mod Perk? It's a gift sub. So I see the 1. It's at 4%. It's really a little bit behind. I don't know how quickly those things update, but it did click through at least once, so I think it's just slow. Crinkle is still in the halls of origination. That is true. That's a good point. Do we think our tea is steeped? I made some Alchemist Brew, which is one of the teas I got for Christmas, and it has hibiscus in it, which means that it tastes like hibiscus, and very little like the other things in it, but like, it's delicious because hibiscus tea is really yummy. And also, it means that it's like super, super pink. You're brave, Pickles. Couldn't heal my way out of a wet paper bag. 4088 tank was against a critter and I was healing. Somehow, the tank would die. I think you could do it. I believe. Yeah, that's pink. And then just to show off the pink tea, because I'm extra, I picked out one of the clear mugs. So here, we should full screen this for maximum. You get the tea reveal for free. Am I not a generous and benevolent overlord? We're gonna do this, and then I gotta figure out. Oh, wow. Would you look at that? It's a cup of tea. What am I doing today? That's the big question. I titled my stream Mounts and Pets and Mounts and Pets and Mounts and Pets and because I thought it was funny because it was a little bit like beatboxing. But, and that is what I want to do, but I think I might have gotten all of the pets that I'm prepared to farm right now. I think the main two pets that I don't have presently that I could get are Aquapo and the Underlight Moth, which are both Xerolite Caverns rares, which are stinky because you can't really solo them very well, and the spawn times are like they despawn now if nobody's around, and I was kind of thinking of leaving it alone. You'll need wig-themed tea from now on. Watching back your PvP stuff for the mount, gonna try it myself. Nice! I think I'm gonna start with some of that, because at least that is technically towards a mount, and I will feel satisfied and I will feel self-satisfied if I complete my goal of doing at least a little bit today. We can help with those. That is true. That is a good point. Mint tea for the green wig. I gave the green wig a little bit of a not a brushing. I have a very wide-toothed wig comb because, of course, if I was going to get into wigs, I was going to find out what you're supposed to do with them and then end up with strange proprietary plastic devices for the care and keeping of them. Who would I be if I didn't do that? Here, let's just send her in to one of these. It wouldn't hurt for us to lose a few just to kind of tank. I don't really want to climb rating yet. I wouldn't be like upset. I would be all like fake humble if I climbed rating after I get gear. After I get like, you know, my tier set bonus and my second embellish. Actually, I think speaking of second embellish, did I make a spark? No, I have a splintered spark. I need one more half a spark. So, like, once I have all of my stuff, I wonder why those extra subs aren't going through the sub goal yet. They should count. They certainly should. Is there a way for me to refresh it? Let me see. How long does it take to get the vicious mount if you're terrible like me? Honestly, it might be faster than playing well, because all you need to do is be at or above 1,000 rating, and I don't even think they let you tank below 1,000 rating anymore. So you just need to play games. You do need to win them for progress, but like you'll win roughly half of your games no matter what rating you're at, as long as it finds your spot. As for how long it takes, I would not try to do it in any less than like. I mean, I'm sure people do like grind it out, but it's the kind of thing that's meant to be done over a season and not like overnight. I would give yourself at least 2 weeks. Dropping gonna take like 1 billion losses. They're gonna do it at BM Hunter. Oh, you're gonna have so much fun. Did Chiller Shuffle last night? Lost 150 rating. I would like to lose some rating too. Pets do the work. I kind of want to try BM Hunter Arena myself, but I'm also like, maybe I should stick to gearing up just one character at a time if I'm PvP gearing. I could work towards this goal on multiple characters, but like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, we've got this. Amy Starry, thank you very much for the 14-month resub. Happy Saturday, Hazel and friends. Happy Saturday. 1600 seems to be where some good people show up.
Metamorphosis.
What's going on over here? They're on there. Bam! We're gonna do that.
The Hunt. Sleepwalk. Sleepwalk.
Faster Q as a healer? Yes. Dramatically so. Healer Qs are almost instant. I've never really seen them take longer than like 3 minutes unless it's the middle of the night. I think DPS Qs are one of the worst parts of Solo Shuffle if you're not healing. Need some actual PvP gear and a fresh 70. Yeah, you'll need honor gear to even get in. They don't let you queue until your PvP item level's at a certain threshold, so if you can get honor from doing things like Battlegrounds and, you know, Comp Stomp whenever that's up, and or Brawls, I suppose you could say. Quests. There's PvP weekly quests that you can pick up, and those can help you get lots of honor and some conquest to get started. Honor level is account wide, and Vicious Mount Progress is account wide too. Honor points are not account wide. The actual currency is not account wide. Marks of honor can be traded among an account. It's nothing if not a little bit confusing.
Chaos
I
Bolt.
want to be greedy.
Chaos
I want to
Bolt.
be greedy.
Fear. Chaos Bolt.
Did I catch him? Nope.
Dragon Rage.
Okay.
Chaos Bolt. Fear. Chaos Bolt. Chaos Bolt. Fear.
I don't know what they're doing, but that's okay. We're just playing to play. We're
Sleep
just
on.
trying to... Yes, yes, yes. Sounds really low again. I probably turned it down last night. I usually turn my PC down when I'm editing
Fear.
videos so that I don't have to listen to myself as loud. I used to turn myself down in the editing, and then I was like, oh, I'm really
Chaos
quiet
Bolt.
for a lot of
Chaos
people.
Bolt.
Like, all the time. Unlock Emerald Dream, do some work there? What do bloody tokens give? Something to do with world PvP gear. It'll be good for gearing, I'm pretty sure. I haven't messed with them much myself. Cash, if that's true, I haven't seen it, but that doesn't mean it's not true. I've long since relinquished being on top of everything that goes on in the game, especially with currencies. So after the shuffle, if I was going to think in advance, I had some notions about working on Legion class order hall mounts, because those are not easy, but like fairly easy mounts. Not easy, but like easy, you know? Not time consuming, but also not, you know, we're not dealing with like a ton of RNG or anything.
Repentance. Metamorphosis. Chaos Bolt. Chaos Bolt. Fear. Chaos Bolt. Chaos Bolt. Fear. Fear. Repentance. Chaos Bolt. Fear.
Well, at least I'm super feared yard. And the paladin died. Yeah, I was thinking of doing, working on Legion class order hall mounts, because I don't really remember any of the details as to how you get them, and I'm missing more than half of them. I have some, but there's a variety of them that I just never got, including Druid of all things. I played a Druid. I guess I just decided I didn't need it, and I didn't bother doing it. I understand that it's a bit easier now. There's something that used to be character specific that was made account wide, some kind of quest progress. And the only way I'm ever going to figure out how you get these things and actually catch up on it is if I just like dive in and start doing it. So I was going to start with Rogue because I love the Raven and I have a Rogue. And I guess we could like camp like a Rust Feather Spawn on
The Hunt.
Ripsy before I take her out of where she's going. Do I want to use cooldowns in the hunt? Not really. Not yet. Do I want to push out? Not really. Ooh, that doesn't DR.
Metamorphosis.
Are the Legion mounts still a Mega Slog? That's what I want to find out. I don't think so, but I need to speak from some first-hand experience. How come those gift subs didn't pop on... I think that the sub goal is only counting resubs because there were 11 gift subs that should be... It should be at 14 of 25. And I don't know why. Game capture is doubled at the bottom. Oh, it is, isn't it? I shall look into that at some point. That's a good clue. Thank you. I think, yeah, I will look into that shortly. Technical issues, classic Twitch. I don't think I can blame Twitch for that one. I can blame Twitch for a lot of things. I think,
Fear. Chaos Bolt.
Bam!
Chaos Bolt. Repentance. Fear. Repentance.
Bam!
We can blame PvP, Bryn. You can take Hazel out of the arena, but you can't take the arena out of Hazel. Stay 1600, kid. I was gonna say, I wonder if I would have quit a long time ago if they hadn't kept bribing me with, like, Vicious Mounts and Transmog, but I don't think that's true. I think at the deepest, dustiest, you know, pencil shaving, littered core of my soul, this is a little bit fun. This is kind of fun. I don't want to be the best because it's sweaty at the top. And I don't even really want to be very good because it's pretty sweaty in the middle, but, like, you know, every once in a while you, like, I don't know, Shadow Meld a Hodge or something, and you're like, yeah, I still got it.
Repentance.
Greed!
In range. Ascendance.
Kill it! No! That, Crimson whatever must be really powerful. Oh, I almost shifted that.
Bam!
Just panic. PvP, especially arena. But it is fun.
Avenging Wrath.
I've discovered that the truth in life to not panicking at things that are scary, which is everything for me, I'm scared of everything, is exposure. And I hate that because it means that I have to do the scary things if I want to get any better at them. So a lot of times I just don't. Oh, yeah, you need to get CC. There we go. Look at that. We're a master of something. Oh, I got Challenger too. Does that mean I get a free tier piece actually? Did I get the rating for that? Is it at 1600? 1600's not very much. Holy, hang on a second. I forgot that's how that worked. Is that equivalent to clearing Heroic Farak? Because, haha, I don't think so. Free elite piece, that's funny. Did the order hall mounts about 2 months ago? Only had 3 or 4, got them all now? How was it? Does it take a super long time? It sure is, surprise. I mean, okay, so this means I can get 2 set, because I'm sure I have the, I'm sure that I have the conquest to buy like a main piece and then catalyze it. And I already know which 4 pieces I'm going to work on with tier because I have a, whatchamacallit, I have a crafted helmet, so I need the rest of it. So I may as well, chest and legs we're saying, yeah, because those are like the big item level slots. Gildy got the Heroic Omni token day 1 of season through PvP. Is that an IRL health bot? It does look kind of like one, doesn't it? It's like a hibiscus tea from Silk Road. It's really nice, but I like it because it's pretty. Yeah, Omni token. So what was I gonna do? I was gonna buy. Here, let's buy some pants with our conquest because we're always gonna get more. And yeah, my vault's gonna ruin my life, but whatever. What else is new? Let's buy some pants and then we'll catalyze them and then we'll go buy the PvP chest. I guess it doesn't matter which pants I buy because we're gonna catalyze them. And then we're gonna go buy the chest and then we're gonna have 2 set. And that's gonna be great. Also, I successfully won a game for today, so I've fulfilled my brief. I've achieved my dreams. Do I wanna? Here, let's go catalyze that now. After the Order Hall quest line, some invasions, Broken Shore quest lines. Some of them involve doing mission table missions. Better drink the pot quickly. Green bar over your head's only at 12%. I'm really annoyed that that does not seem to count gift subs because I feel scammed on behalf of the people that gave gift subs. Like, why would that not work? What do you, like, you know what I mean? If I go to the settings, include resubs. There's a button to include resubs. There's no button to include gift subs. Would that be a different widget? I'm gonna count them anyways. I just don't know if I can, my goal, manage goal. I can reset it. That's no good. Can I refresh this? Oh, also I was gonna fix the doubled up game. I didn't put this quite back, I don't think. We'll lock that one. Yeah. Surprised you doesn't have pulsating red or peripheral vision. Table missions have been shortened quite a bit. I think an hour? Okay. Okay, that's not so bad then. Repetitive if you have to do the Broken Shore achievement each tune. I think that was what they changed. I think they made it so that you don't have to repeat the Broken Shore achievement. So I was kind of hoping that, like, I already... Because I must have done the Broken Shore thing at, like, multiple points in Legion, because I have some class order home out. So assuming that that applies retroactively, I should be all good. Oh, tea nice. Kitty, how you doing this morning? You want to say hi to the people? Meow. Really? Need a good brushing? Are you scruffy? You don't look that scruffy. You're about due for a groom, though. I'm excited because I should know what the season set bonus does because Barnacles has forset. Something to do with clear casting and regrowths. So we take these new pants and we catalyze those into... Oh yeah, I already have the appearance because, I already have the appearance, that's funny. Because I've played on Barnacles, that's right. And then we put those on, and then of course I'm gonna need to get a new spell thread, but we can get the good... I'm gonna have to mail myself one actually because I'm broke apparently. But we can get the good spell thread. And then we want to go to the Emerald Dream and turn in the Omni token for a chest piece. And then... I'm gonna have 2 cents. So here, send me back to Voldraken. What is my 2 cent gonna do again? Grove Guardians nourishes heal extra allies. That's right. Me and my Grove Guardians nourishes. No! Okay. Ooh, I thought that Hearthstone wasn't gonna go off. Mischief Munchie, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it very much. Nice transmog, could you show it off more? I'll fix it once I get my Omni token put on, because I've just ruined it with my legs. It's the aspirant gear though. It's just Dragonflight Leather Season 3 Honor gear is all that is. It's if we look at not a major cell, which makes it a recolor of like the Emerald Bounty stuff, but the aspirant color is like red, so it's basically just this without the helmet. We're going, speaking of Emerald Dream, we're gonna go to the Emerald Dream. Humble Bundle has a bunch of Discworld at the moment. That would probably be a great way to save some money on getting a ton of them. I was gonna say, I don't mind supporting the author by buying the books, but I think Mr. Pratchett might be deceased. I suppose we could support his estate. Okay. So the turn-in for the token is like up here, right? Like the Wellspring Overlook, I believe. He is dead, I mean. I think, what if the move in life is to set up your estate so that it benefits like a charity, or even like a fall down list of charities in case any of the above charities should fail, and then do some kind of a work that will continue to earn money posthumously, and then like even after you've like shuffled off this mortal coil and you're feeding the worms, you could be like supporting kitty cats at the shelter or something like that. I'd say I would enjoy that, but in that hypothetical I would be dead. But it would be nice to go to one's grave knowing that there may be future cats assisted by your work. I don't know if Terry Pratchett's estate supports charity. I have no idea. It was just a thought that occurred to me when I was thinking that tea looks so yummy. It's pretty good. I am in my wig phase. The buzz has not been grown out, and I don't really want, not that anybody's asking me to, but I don't really want to grow it out. I'm really enjoying it. It's just for me now. Yeah, this is just for, we're doing wig throw streams. I figure actors wear wigs to do characters in TV. You know, pop stars wear wigs all the time. It is not that unusual to put a wig on to perform and then to just have your own comfy hair for your own comfy time. What am I doing? I'm looking for the vendor that sells... Is it over here? Senior researcher? Hello? It's one of these guys. Do you do the PvP stuff? Emerald Mark of Mastery. Hero track. Yeah, this is the stuff we want. So we want the hero track. I mean, I want the transmog, but we're not going to worry about that right now. And we want chest piece. And it's going to improve to 49 in Battlegrounds. And that's going to get me my 2 set. Haha. Nice. Hopefully, oh, and then I think, if I look at my vault... Yeah! We got 3 vault options from having done this every day. So in next week, I will have at least 3 choices. So hopefully we can get, like, another piece of conch gear sorted. Or, like, a weapon would be sweet. Hopefully we can get that sorted. So that, Here. New outfit. S3 aspirant. Let's actually do this properly. So it's the verdant aspirants stuff. And then I was not wearing the chest piece. Or pardon me, I was not wearing the helmet because it felt a bit... It's a cool helmet, don't get me wrong, it's just a bit much. We can mog the polearm, that would be kind of cool. I could take Primal Victory off of it, or I could leave Primal Victory on, you know. Who doesn't love flexing? I could give her some antlers. I changed her hair so that it wouldn't clip through the back piece, because I did give her a red crest on her back. That's from the Super Bloom, I believe. I just picked the one that matched the coloring of the set. And I changed her hair so that it wouldn't clip it, but I don't feel like her green hair goes with this set. But I don't want to give her orange hair just because she's wearing like an orange shirt today. You know what I mean? It feels a little bit silly. I could also give her that helmet. That's the crafted helmet that she's wearing. I feel like that's actually pretty sweet with that set. The colors go pretty well. And that solves my hair problem. So maybe I'll just pop that on. Yeah, okay, that's pretty sick. Congrats on the socket. Oh, did I proc... Was that luck? Did I proc a socket? Or does it always come with one? Oh, for my vault. Oh. Yeah, true. For a second I got excited. I was like, you can proc a socket from the vendor? No, you can't proc a socket from the vendor. Okay, before I forget, I need to send myself 2 enchants. I need to send myself 1 temporal spell thread and then 1 reserve of intellect. And I'm broke on this character, so we're going to have to do that someone else. Stream is based on a lie. Yes, precisely. Part of the stream persona. I used to do hair, tell people all the time to do wigs if you want the fashion colors because the damage done to the hair isn't worth it. Yeah, especially if you want your colors to always look nice, because whenever I used to dye my hair or have my hair dyed, it might look like this for like 4 days, maybe a week, and then it's going to start to grow out and it's going to start to fade, and you know, maybe 1 day out of 20 I'm going to have the energy to actually do like a full blowout and curl it and style it and everything and make it look like this. And then the rest of the time it's just going to be a mess. I'm finding it a lot easier to keep up with I mean, mind you, they're still pretty new, so they might start to look scraggly as I wear them more. But that's part of the benefit of having a couple of different wigs is I can rotate them. Gold farming stream? There's a red version of the back piece. There's a lot of colors of it. There's quite a few of them. I do like that one a lot, though. Yeah, she looks good. Reserve of intellect and temporal spell thread. Hang on, before I forget. Radioactive Bullfrog, thank you very much for the 16-month resub. Appreciate it. Previously, the fun color would last maybe a week. Now it lasts a week. Where do you get that one? Is it not from the Super Bloom? I thought it was from Super Bloom. The Dirt of the Flame Mock's so awesome. I'll double check the name of it when I log back on to put these enchants on. And that might give us some clues. So I want to buy a Reserve of Intellect. A good one. And then give me a Temporal Spell Thread too. Not the pattern. Imagine just accidentally dropping 250k in the pattern and then realizing you just needed the enchant. I feel like I did something like that earlier in the expansion. Not like 200k, but like I definitely bought a pattern when I meant to buy the crafted thing. But I think I managed to later resell it for even if not a profit. I think it turned out okay. And then we're going to send that to Evaleria, who is now a challenger. I've upgraded your title. I started her off at farmer, and then I put on the combatant title when I earned it, and then I put on challenger. She's working her way up. If she's lucky, she'll get to rival. I got 500k. Oh yeah, I was gonna check on the name of the back piece. That's what I was gonna do. Accidentally bought 601 Awakened Frost instead of 60 once. Most profitable mistake I ever made. It's like totally the move too. It's so good to do when you're like, if you're investing in something like that and it changes. Or if you just craft with them. I buy Awakened Frost 2,000 at a time, or at least I used to back when I was making gold. Alright, putting my spell through on my new legs. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna have a set bonus. I just need another half a spark to make a silken lining pair of boots, and we're gonna be doing not too bad. I thought it was gonna be really painful to catch my gear up, and like the conquest grind is gonna suck a little bit, but it seems like it's gonna be over before an insane amount of time. It seems like it's not gonna be that bad. I could even buy like another conquest piece. I have 972 conch on me, but I'm gonna wait for Vault to like figure out what I need to fill in. I'm an alchemist, so they both became convergent. Nice. The Band XO, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Hey ho. Hi, Joe. One word of caution about our sub goal. For whatever reason, it does not seem to be counting, gift subs. I'll do the math at the end of the stream and see if we caught up. We already have 11 gift subs that aren't showing on there, and I don't think I can manually edit it. I'm using, Streamlabs, and clearly I don't know what I'm doing. Is there a different widget I should have done? Let me look at the other ones. There's a tip goal. There's a tip ticker. There's a viewer count. We never check the viewer count. Sammer Direct, thank you very much for the 13-month resub. What's the highest rating you ever achieved? I can probably check that in the stats on this character. Back in Warlords of Draenor, in Season 2 and 3 of Warlords of Draenor, I played my heart out, and I tried as hard as I could, and I got reasonably good. And then it traumatized me so much that I've become incredibly rusty ever since, because I don't play that hard anymore, and it's been years. But in PvP statistics on this particular character, she's played somewhere in the range of 6,400 games. On this character. I had more druids at the time, and her maximum rating was 2597. That's right. I was 3 points off of 2600. I never reached it. And I didn't even get Glad that season because I then tanked the rating down and I didn't finish the season at a Glad rating. And I will never get over that. Awful. This is tea. WoD was the last time I seriously PvP'd. It was so long ago. I tried so hard too at the time. I was so invested. I was younger. We all were back then. And I really had like this idea that it would be really good for me and my stream and my social life. And I think what I had done is I had watched a little too much YouTube, and I had seen all of these videos of like esports players in like team houses and stuff. And they looked like they were friends. They looked like they had jobs, all things that I aspired to. And I thought, if I can just get really good at PvP, everything will be okay. And then of course, every time you lose a game, when you've hung your entire live streams on it, it's going to feel awful. Was it good for the stream? No, I don't think so. I don't really I don't feel like my stream wasn't very big in WoD. I think we might have been streaming to like, I mean, it wasn't nothing either. It wasn't anything to sneeze at, but I think it was at most like 40 viewers at most, like on a good day. I don't think it was going anywhere in particular. 40 to 60. Yeah, I don't know. Here, let's camp a rust feather while I decide. Actually, here, we can pop back to Valdrakken. We can camp a rust feather while we figure out what we're doing next and how come it's going to be the rogue class order mount. Not quite the pop star you are today. This is true. Hazel 7 wasn't out yet. What point did your stream start to grow notably? There was a very noticeable bump when I switched from Twitch to YouTube. Like when I left streaming on Twitch, it was like a 40-ish viewer stream. And I started streaming on YouTube, and it was immediately at like 100, maybe like 120. And that was like nuts to me, because when you've been like grinding for every last concurrent viewer, being able to like double your stream in size overnight just by switching platforms is pretty alluring. Because YouTube did, like, I had a presence on YouTube, and YouTube did a better job of presenting my stream to those people. So that was, and then I kind of streamed on YouTube for a couple years, and when I finally moved back, I was able to move some of that audience with me. But that was kind of when it became like a thing. I was logging onto Ripsy, that's right. Dr. Kenteros, El Dragons, thank you for the 20-month resub. Subs on YouTube from your day job. You can stream to both now. I've always chosen not to do that because I think it would make a poorer experience for the viewer. Especially because this is such a chat interaction heavy stream. If I was just streaming, like talking with friends and doing content, and I wasn't really talking to chat at all, then it wouldn't make that much of a difference. But it would be, I think, confusing if I was reading messages from 2 different chat rooms that you guys, like, you couldn't see the other chat room and I was trying to talk to both. Also, what a mess to try to monitor 2 chat rooms at once. It's bad enough trying to play the game and read chat. But I always figured it would make for a worse experience. What am I doing? I was logging on to Ripsy. Case in point. Yeah, if you weren't talking to chat and you were just like slamming keys and like talking to your friends in Discord or whatever, it would go much better. But that's never been my stream. I don't think that my stream would do well in that format, because if you're going to just watch somebody slam keys and not talk to you, you may as well watch somebody that's good at keys. Any predictions on when they might allow me to play Undead on Alliance? Ooh, no. I mean, you can play Undead in an Alliance guild. I guess if Ripsy's already out here, then there's really no reason for me to, camp out Rustfeather before we start this, so I want to go to Dalaran. I want to do a Tahuma Sargeras LFR Gates of Hell just for one chance at the Abyss Worm, just while I'm here, because I'm like thinking about it. Reminds me of the days of multiple chat services. First watched it on YouTube streams, and I was sad when he moved to Twitch as I never used it. Has trying different things to grow the stream lessened your enjoyment of the game at all? I don't think so, but I think that's because I've always been extremely selfish with what I do on stream, in that I don't do anything that I'm not feeling like. I do whatever I would have been doing if I just turned on WoW to play for myself. I don't really modify what I'm doing for streams, so I don't really get sick of it, because it's just it's just what I was gonna do anyway. It's possible that I would have grown my stream more if I had focused more on things like arranging viewer events and, I don't know, like really min-maxing what people like to watch. But my logic was always, if people are here for me and I make myself miserable, then they're not going to have a good time because I'm not having a good time. So being selfish is paradoxically in the best interest of the stream, because as long as I'm having fun, then that's like most of the promise of the stream, is just to watch somebody have fun. Right? I think. Gates of Hell? Gates of Hell. I have fun vicariously through you. I want the Abyss Worm because I want to stop running raids, even LFR like this one, until the War Within pre-patch, when I can get all of the Mog no matter which character it drops for. I want that. I'm also very curious if that's going to apply to class sets as well, because like armor type, sure. And I'm hopeful, but not convinced that it will also work for, like, if I get, like, a paladin tier gloves to drop, especially in raids where it was, like, the items and not the tokens. If I would be able to learn that even if I wasn't on the right class. I don't know. I hope so. Playing Warframe, watching on the second screen. Definitely having fun. Case in point, could not watch the Stray stream. I don't think that was very good content. I thought the reason to watch the stream was to get annoyed when you get a mount that I wish I had. Hey, it's a choose your own adventure. You get to make fun any way that you like. Will it apply to Legion Legendary weapons? Also a great question. I do not know. Legion Legendary weapons. Well, a Legion Legendary weapon wouldn't drop for you if you weren't on a class that could use it, because those things are like smart drops, actually, now that we mention it. Unless I'm thinking of something else. Of all of the class mounts that I did not get, the Rogue one was the one that I always kind of wished I had the most, just because Ravens are cool, man. I love Corvins. They're awesome. And it's like, from what I remember, it's a pretty unadorned bird. It's got like a saddle or something, but it's not like a super crazy, you know, like magic glowy bird. It's just kind of like a bird, like caca, you know. And I thought that seemed super, super cool. I know I'll only be able to use it on Rogue, but it's going to count for my Data for Azeroth mount collection score. And if we're not working on that, then who are we and what are we doing? It's nice. Most class hall mounts have 3 colorations. Oh yeah, that's right. Do all of them? Because I know my priest one certainly does, but I'm thinking about the monk one. Does the monk one have different colors? Or does he just like roast me for eating mana buns in the same color in every spec? I had a spreadsheet for target transmog farming, was putting it to work for 3 weeks. Where within announced the new transmog feature and it all went down the drain. Oh man. Monk one does not, okay. Yeah. You get the snark. Paladin has 4. Did you have to unlock the different colors, or were they just automatically spec specific? But the different colors they're not different mounts. Are they? Some order halls change tints according to your spec, others are just different mounts. Oh, so it's all over the board. Because I know the priest one like automatically changed based on your spec, but apparently we can't expect any class hall mount to behave like any other class hall mount, because that would be too reasonable. Some of them are different mounts. Okay. Well then, yeah, we're going to need a bunch of them. I have some of them. I'll show you, before we get started here, after I finish this run, I'll show you my data, or pardon me, my simple armory so we can take a look at which ones I am and am not missing. I'm still going to start with Rogue, but we'll have a little look at it. Yeah, the Druid one doesn't count as a mount, but I need it anyway. I don't have it. I never did get that Archdruid's Lunar Wing, and I want it. Do I want it? Yeah, I do. Okay, no luck on the Abyss Worm, but, you know, can't say we didn't try. Let's just check the simple armory. How many do I have and how many am I missing? So we take a look at this. This is me. Here, you want to see my pet collection? Those are the battle pets. We have 100% of wild captured battle pets, and then when you look at the other ones that are not wild captured, we have 97% of those. I'm pretty caught up. Those are the 2 from Zerlik Caverns Rares. That is from Friends and Feathers, which I still need to keep an eye on. That's honor level 400. And then I'm missing like a couple trading post ones, but our pet collection's pretty poppin'. I'm pretty proud of this. Have you got the 10.2 Druid forms? A couple of them, not all of them. And then, yeah, there's some promotion pets that we're missing for sure. But we're not here to look at pets. We're here to look at mounts. I apparently have 89% of available mounts. Simple Armory thinks it's at 781. I need 2 Time Rift mounts, which seems like a pretty easy thing to work on that I should be continuing to work on, because you can just grind up the flakes and buy them. Should do that. But what I wanted to work on today, although the Time Rift is going to start in like 6 minutes, so I might talk myself into doing that. If we scroll down to Legion, here's class order hall mounts. I do not have as many of them as I thought I did. I have the Priest one, I have the 3 colors of the Hunter one, and then I have Monk, and I have Death Knight, of all things. Because the reason I have Monk and Death Knight is because there were battle pets, and you got the mount along the way of the pursuit of getting the class hall pets. It may have been the same case for the Hunter as well, or maybe I just did it for Hunter. But apparently, even other things that I play, like Druid, and whatnot, I don't have all of them. So, yeah, these guys, the Rogue mounts, that's what I want to work on. But now I'm kind of talking myself into doing at least 1 Time Rift. Because I could let me take a look at my Evoker's Paracausal Flakes. How many does she have? Hello all, hope you've warmed up some. Hi Katie. Isn't Druid, yeah, the Druid one's just a flight form, but I still kind of want it. Wow, her transmog is a mess. Druid. I'm assuming that the ones that you don't get, pardon me, all at once, you can just kind of buy for like resources or something. I don't know if we'll have the resources, but we can certainly try. Paracausal flags. Oh, I only have 34. I must have sent them. I must have sent them somewhere. But I think I was still continuing to do time rifts on this character because I am 4 of 5 and over halfway with Sorodormi, and I figure I may as well try to finish Sorodormi on one character. And my Evoker as my Season 2 main is the one that has the most progress with it. So I guess I'll head out there just to do that. Extras bought with order resources. Some are drops. Pally ones are expensive. The Warlock one's 100% drop for rare the Broken Shore. Oh. Marome Hughes, thank you for the 8-month resub. Interesting. Yeah, Time Rift one's probably more time sensitive. I may as well, yeah, it won't be too bad. You just kind of send a Time Rift real quick. So we're just gonna Valdraken. I feel a little bad that I didn't gear up this Evoker at all this season. I guess it's kind of predictable because I'm like, you know, it's an old main, so it's, you know, you want to put some distance between it and yourself, but like I could have played Og, but who do I think I am? Am I going to play Og? Who am I going to play Og with? Who are we buffing here, you know? Maybe Flabby. Fatty with a 40-month resub. Appreciate it very, very much. Nothing but sleet coming down. We didn't really end up getting very much, pardon me, snow at all after all. Here. It's cold. We had like a real cold snap with some wind chill, and it is still cold. I think it's not going to really warm up until Monday. But the roads are completely clear, and the streets aren't even icy because there wasn't really any precipitation. And on one hand, it's nice because it makes it a lot easier to get out and walk the dog, and I think the dog would go absolutely bonkers if I could not give him his regular schedule of walks. But on the flip side of that, I wanted him to, I mean, he saw snow coming down, but I wanted him to see snow, like, pile up on the ground. I wanted him to, he might like it, I don't know. Oh, 14 Fahrenheit here in Whidbey. Woo! Do you like the new tree dragon mount? Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it looks nice. Who is healing? If not me, then who? So Sorodormi. I have her quest apparently. I must have picked it up and then not done it yet. Complete a Time Rift. It's a weekly quest and it's going to give me a something or another. I also want to collect the rest of the transmog from all of this. You know, there's nice mogs and whatnot, but I'm missing a couple of pets. And, you know, a few transmogs here and there. I have a feeling this is the kind of thing I'm going to end up randomly coming back and doing like next expansion or the following one when I'm like, you know what? I do need a defect retirement tool. Defect retirement tool? How is it a retirement tool? Why is it defective? I have questions. Some parts of my life I miss whilst living in Calgary, but the -40 Celsius business is not one of them. Doubles as a golf club. It retires defects. I see. Chromie daily quest on the bronze place. Chromie daily quest to guarantee a drop. This is news to me. I don't know what you mean. On the first week of Time Rift, the guarantee drop buff bugged out one of my characters. Yeah, I heard a bunch of people managed to do that. I didn't. Probably could have. Fell-related items matter most to me. I just kind of want to have everything just so I feel like I've got it all. I wonder what it's like doing Time Rifts once here, let's ride the Arborworm around because it's new. I wonder what it's like doing Time Rifts now that they're like not as popular anymore. Presumably it's not going to really super matter. Have you got Encapsulated Destiny? I don't think so. Encapsulated. No. On Aeon's Fringe, there's a daily quest. Where's Aeon's Fringe? Am I not at Aeon's Fringe? Because I feel like I should do that before this, but I've run out of time. Is it her fringe like her bangs? Because the boxes, I guess the boxes are for flakes. Join a custom group. I guess so. Pre-made custom. I hate doing this. I don't even think there is one. Yeah, there's no group. We're not going to worry about it. Think you can transfer the currency? It's not completely one for one, I don't think. I also don't have any extra currency. I'm pretty sure I spent it all. Rotting Colossus sent hope. And he's going through his portal. The inn in the mountain at the Bronze Stone Place. There's a lot of mountains. I'm never gonna find it. We're not gonna worry about it. What the heck are the time walking raid groups? Wonder if they all happen at the start of the week. They might have done. Maybe you need to be the person to start the time walking raid group. I feel like with this, as long as I do the boss, it's probably okay. Because that's the main thing that I want, is just to complete the rift for the weekly. Oh. Can confirm, never done time walking raid in my life. I'm being really unfair against them. Apparently they're very good now. Like, they're super good for getting, like, alts geared. And they seem to have, like, really good drop rates of even cosmetic things like the mounts from them. I've heard of lots of stories of people getting Mims heads from the time walking raid. But I'm just, not... I don't know. I did the Black Temple time walking raid back the very first time they ever unleashed time walking raids, and I was really bored, and I've judged them poorly ever since. However many years ago that was. I didn't have fun, and I'm holding that against time walking raids until the end of time. Because at the time, it wasn't very well incentivized. Mind, it's changed, but, you know, what is changed to a brain with a grudge? What do you guys want me to do? Destroy the Phylactery of the Zealot. I do find this one still, to this day, more fun than Super Blooms. Because there's stuff to keep yourself busy with that you feel like you're actually helping. Besides, you're directly getting flakes that you can use in the vendors, whereas with the Blooms, you're getting Bloom that, you know, like, even if you max out the Bloom, it's just for like a few extra flight stones. Not even very many flight stones. Each of those Super Bloom bags gives 10 flight stones. It's not like you're even getting like 100 extra flight stones for the epic bag. It's just like an extra 10, and then I guess a chance at something, dewdrops or whatever. I don't know. It's just not as fun. Had a bad experience with time walking. A few rude players never went back. That's a shame. What if it will give you the Illidan mount? Does Illidan have a mount? I kind of thought he just flapped around. Got the Enchanting Crest formulas from Super Bloom? Yeah, I mean, I guess me too. But that was like the first week. Like, I'm pretty sure I got the 3 of them across the first like 2, maybe 3 weeks of Super Bloom, and then I've had them, and then that's it. Far too much for me to do in the game for limited time to play. That sucks that time walking is more toxic. That's no fun. I want an Illidan mount, which is Illidan giving me a piggyback ride. Maybe he does, but no one has it yet. If you don't do it, it'll never drop. Do you do arena for the Vicious mount each season? Yeah, I do. I always start late. I have started. I'm like, what, 6% in this season? I've been doing solo shuffle. But I might crank out, when I get close to the end, like the last 20% or so, I might crank out the end of it in 3s. What do dragons do? Mostly. Hate how in Solo Shuffle you have to get 3 wins or you get no percentage. Yeah, it does make it a bit, it feels like the most efficient thing to do is to win exactly 3 times, or to win 0 times to tank your rating to make it easier to win exactly 3 times next time. Because if you win too many, you're going to climb rating too fast, and then your games are going to get harder. It's a funny thing if you're looking at it purely from from a mount farming perspective and you're not trying to like climb rating, I try not to think about it too much because it would drive me nuts. But if you were trying to like really metagame it, there would be some wisdom, not very sportsman-like wisdom, mind you, but some wisdom towards winning 3 and then throwing the rest. Or if you are losing and you've already lost 4, to throwing the rest so that you lose all 6 so that you drop a bunch of rating to get an easier queue the next time. Illidan would be a fun mount. You could grab the horns or in front of his eyes. He wouldn't mind. It's blind anyway. Oh, speaking on behalf of Illidan. He might mind. He seems like the kind of guy that would make a point to mind. 1, 2, someone left, got no percentage. That's the worst. I found it doesn't happen to me super often, but it's a huge bummer when somebody leaves because then the whole thing's just become a waste of everybody's time. I've been pretty lucky though. I don't think I've seen any leavers this season. They really get you for doing it. Defeat some undead scourge. This is also nice because it doesn't take as long as the super bloom. I should probably try and do it at least once a week, right? You get like extra something for doing it the first time every week. Do you think Velen got one? Absolutely not. Oh, the kind of guy who wouldn't give you a piggyback ride in the first place no matter how good friends you are. First time doing arena for mounts. Don't think I have it in me to fill the bar multiple times for the old vicious mounts. Yeah. It goes fast if you're having fun and you're playing anyway, but if you were trying to grind out like a batch of them and you were just trying to grind them out, that's a big ask. I got caught up. There was like one season that I was playing a lot with my friends because it was just, I was enjoying, I guess, the way Rester Druid was, and we were having a nice time queuing. And maybe we were trying to push rating or something. I don't really remember, but we were playing regularly. And I just filled up the bar so many times that I got completely caught up in my backlog, and then I've been caught up ever since. You only got to do it once. But it takes a lot of PvP. You know when players are champions of Azeroth? Find it a bit odd, because orcs, Draenei, others aren't actually from Azeroth. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can't be a champion. Yellow RBGs grind the saddles pretty fast. That's actually a really good tip. Yeah, adopted children. Just because you've immigrated somewhere doesn't mean it's not your home. You can be a champion of that. I don't know where my evoker's from. if you, like, I did the evoker quest line a few times running. Oh, for heaven's sake. Find the scouts. Oh, pardon me. Find the scourge creatures. Oh, alright, fine. You. This is gonna take me the rest of the thing. Never mind. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. Let me out of the paradox. I've never seen that puzzle before. It was usually just the pick 2 out of 3. Or like find the one that does not belong. I've never seen it give me a grid of like 25 and be like, look, figure out which ones are Scourge. You can click randomly and it works. That one kind of a pain. This was the first ever Time Rift boss that I ever saw on the PTR. And there was 3 of us in here and we could not do it. This one used to be so hard. $30, $50. How much flicks do we need for a boss, for a mount? Like 2,700? 5,000? I'll check after this. Oh, he's going so far away. I'll go the long way around. It's fine. Slaps are used to, yeah. they theoretically made them scale in a way that it's okay if you don't have like a full group anymore. Ah, here he goes, defiling again. Oh, but the old defiles. I see. I wonder if it's worth killing these ads. You'd think, right? Do not use grenades. What happens if you use grenades? Or is this like an ICC reference I'm missing? I still have a Zap Throttle Soul Inhaler in my action bar. That's no good to anybody. Used on the lift kit. The cheat to getting the mega souls. You gotta find who's been collecting souls and you gotta take their souls. So the dilated time pod's not gonna do me a ton of good. You just buy, I guess you can buy transmog, like weapon log with it. Some Whelm's Crest, some extra flakies, and we can go turn in our weekly quest. Letters, you get 1,000 rep for that. We get an encapsulated destiny for next time. And then we get 1,000 paracausal flakes for the weekly. So we're now up to, we got 1,500 roughly paracausal flakes for doing all this. So we could get a mount next week after another 1,500 or so. Hang on, let me see. Who's got a mount for me? That I actually need that's like an actual mount. Could have sworn there was one over here. You? Yeah, you. 3,000 flakes for a mount, so we just need a another week. I mean, I could also like spam time rifts, but was the Unfringed the one over here? I'm gonna go take a look at it. I think it's too late, but I just want to have a little look-see and see if I can find that daily quest. When did they add that? Was that always a thing? And then I want to take a break, and then I want to look into what's involved in catching up on Class Order Hall quest. Class Order Hall mount, because I don't remember in the slightest. I wonder if Ripsy has any progress. I think I've had that rogue for a long time. I don't know exactly when she was created, but I think it might have been pre-Legion. Just hit 70 days so lost with all the quests. Congratulations on 70. You can't go wrong with getting to the Emerald Dream. The quest on the very top of your quest log should hopefully get you there. Yeah, this is the Unfringed. I'm looking for a daily quest. And Stormwind Guard. 30 rep and an encapsulated destiny. And 70 flakes. Is that secretly Chromie? Where do you do it? Defeat the time lost. It's all the way over there. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna call that a maybe. I'm gonna take a short break. When I come back, we'll figure out what's next. Oh man, I was muted. You guys didn't hear? Kitty Cat did not want to get up from her donut, and when I picked her up, she went Hi. And now I'm talking her into accepting a lap instead. Okay. Alrighty. What am I doing? I had some thought about doing that daily quest, but it's kind of just like a for next time thing. There's not a whole lot of instant gratification there. Let's fix Ripsy's transmog because this is appalling. And then let's figure out what we need to do for this mount. we're gonna clear out her bags a little bit. That is a plate helmet that I need to send over for an item ID. And then those are leather shoulders that we vendor. We get the item ID. That's a Dire Brew from Brewfest. We're not worried about that anymore. I don't need coalescence anymore, but like I feel like I might want to buy catch-up gear with it. I feel like the 139 is too much for me to just like get rid of. At least this expansion, maybe next expansion. I can't believe next expansion is going to be like this year. That's crazy. And then we're going to fix our transmog. And then, is there anywhere to be seen any kind of a guide? Let me see. You like your mug. It's, I found some weapons that I thought went with the Gnome Heritage transmog. Because that's what she's wearing is Gnome Heritage. Okay. Let's see. Legion class order hall mount guide? Question mark. Wowhead, obtaining Legion class mounts. Last updated in 2020. Required levels have been changed. Broken Shore becomes available. Da, 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 da. To unlock your class mount, you must unlock the Broken Shore and complete all steps of breaching the tomb, which is the Legion Fall campaign. I think that they may have changed that requirement to be account-wide, because Ripsy apparently in 2017 did half of this, or Inksy did the whole thing in Legion, back before her name was even Inksy. Teptrum, thank you very much for the 5-month resub. Appreciate it. You don't? Okay. Alright. Follow-up question. Where do I go? I think that the Rogue Order Hall had something to do with the underbelly. I was hoping there would be, like, a map. I don't really remember how to get there. I will participate in the drop, but it's not on Tuesday the 16th. It has been pushed back to the 23rd. They pushed it back a week. The shops with the ravens on the sign. I was going to say, and they made people remember that, but then I guess in Legion it probably wasn't that hard to remember if you did it all the time. Shops with the ravens. Well, that's a lamp. That's a boy. That's a girl. That's a lamp. That's a skull. That's an outhouse. That's a calendar. Oh, it's not in the underbelly. The cheese and wine vendor. Oh, okay. Wine and cheese shop. Okay. So you're telling me there's not a way to get into it under here? But I thought it was in the underbelly. This is where this looks like where the warlock one is. Make sure you have your token. I have no idea what that is or how to do it. There's multiple ways to get in. This is off to a great start. It's just been so long since I've done any of this that I've completely forgotten all of the details. But that's why we're here. We're just gonna figure it out. I don't know the underbelly way. But I want to know the underbelly way. I don't want to go to the wine and cheese shop. I want to go from here. If it's possible. Let me see here. It's a secret door. Rogue class. Order hall entrance underbelly. No, the Hall of Shadows cannot be entered for the rest of the underbelly. Never mind. The exit pipe leading to the outside of Dalaran can also be used to enter it. Well, that sounds kind of fun. Outside entrance. Okay. There is no underbelly way. But I want there to be. I'm going to be super extra stubborn and I'm going to... Here. We're going to get onto a mount. I'm going to go find a pipe. Because I think that might work. And then I'll be less stubborn later. No, no, go to the bank. Well, now I don't want to. I just want to find it. I'm having fun. I thought there was an exterior thing. Uncrowned insignia. Probably not. But maybe. Who's to say? I don't remember anything. I don't remember how much this character did. She must have done something because she's not being, like, followed around by a character. Oh, is this it? Have we found a pipe? It's got a plank. Dun, 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 dun. If this just spits me into the regular underbelly, it's gonna be really funny. What have we here? I'm back. I think. Hall of Shadows, yeah. This is the Rogue Class Hall. There it is. Wowhead says I don't need to enter the insignia. -1 bag space for ears. So, the next question then, I suppose. We should probably track trivial quests. Because we're probably gonna... Yeah, we're gonna need to do some of these. So we should probably... If I had to guess, I would say... Do main quests? I want to take a look at this Wowhead page. Here, you want to read with me? Not that one. This one. Let's do a little read. So, obtain Legion class mounts. We're not gonna worry about the Broken Shore stuff because we think that they don't need me to do that anymore. Because I've already done it. I must have crackers already. Requires the quest series in Dread Infiltrators. After completing Breaching the Tomb, which also requires doing the first part of the Class Hall campaign. Need to do more of the Classmate quests. I have some of them, but not all of them. Power Within is Balance of Power. We can scrap that. Okay. I don't know if that guide super helped me. Alright, so we're not going to do that. I think the trick is going to be figuring out what is and is not important, and it's going to be extra tricky in these characters that, like, that have done some things, but not all things. It looks like there's another one inside... Hello. Inside here. Yeah, there we go. Looks like you will give me this. Oh, do you have to get all 3 artifact weapons? That's funny. That may be the case. Because there's also a quest here. I don't know, maybe we should get the last artifact weapons. No? I think we're going to have a really tricky time figuring out what is and is not required, because not only is it messy, but it's also changed. So I think this is going to kind of suck. What do you want? Oh, you're the pickpocketing guy. I mean, just get the Dreadblades. It'll look nice. Super helpful guides on YouTube. Ironically, as a YouTuber, I actually have YouTube completely blocked on my PC. I can upload through the studio, but I can't watch videos. They changed something, or is it your hunt for the day? Did they change something, or is it my hunt for the day? I feel like I've forgotten the context that would give me the ability to answer that. Anti-gravity pack. Get rid of that. Dream Search Coalescence. Get rid of that. Call of the Dream. Hidden Legacies. These are Dragonflight. We don't need those. Blackrock Foundry. She doesn't really need a Blackrock Foundry skip. Waking Shores. We can delete those. I'm abandoning quests in hopes that having a cleaner quest log will give me an easier time. I mean, it's all organized for me, but it'll just make me feel better. Oh, order hall changes for the mount. Sorry, I'm being cryptic. No, you're fine. I have I don't understand what I'm doing. I know that I want to get the mount. I know that at some point something changed, and I've forgotten everything that I ever knew during Legion. So my plan is to run around and do things until I become less lost, I think. So I don't know if I need to do this quest line, but I can't find any other quest lines that I think I do need to do. There's also... Oh, let's go pick up that one. That sounds promising. I don't think I need to do, like, the Broken Shore campaign, but that doesn't mean that there won't be quests that spawn on the Broken Shore. So let's go pick up that Dread Infiltrators thing. We'll keep the Dreadblades quest just in case, but I don't think that it's necessary. Solid plan. Adventure. Kind of mysterious as far as completing a modern WoW. Don't feel singled out. Old stuff like this occasionally gets just really messy to navigate. Or, you know, maybe I'm just dumb, but I think it's hard to remember all the specifics, especially if they've shuffled and changed over time and not everything's exactly where you left it. Because that is an outlaw questline. Assassination Fate of the ones, at least they've made it so that the class order hall ones have these funny little icons. I'll go pick... Wait a second. Titanic Innovation is just something to do with sparks. I don't remember what the sparks were for. Legendaries, maybe? What do you want? Outlaw. No. What do you want? Assassination. No. I'm going to the Broken Shore. I think that's going to help. The reason I want to do that Fate of the Dreadlords quest is because I vaguely read something about it when I was looking around on the Wowhead page of like the Class Order Hall quest line. It rings a bell. So I'm going to grab that one. Dread Infiltrators is the quest you need. Check your followers in the mission table. Oh, oops, too late. What's your favorite kind of pancake? This is sacrilege, but waffles. I am annoying because I actually love making pancakes. I think it's magic. I think it's insane that you can mix like some flour and stuff together in your kitchen and pour it on a hot surface and it turns into pancakes. I think that's incredible, but I don't actually like eating them that much. So my favorite time to make pancakes is when I can feed them to other people because I don't really want them. Swift Delete, good job. Moms, good job. Hazel. Broken Shore, Dread Infiltrators quest is available. Yeah. Hashtag waffles forever. And I don't know why I like waffles better than pancakes. Although, honestly, I can't sit and eat a pile of those anymore either. But it's like a very similar batter. You know, it's not that they're a night and day different product. So I don't know why one's better. You should sell pancakes. They're only good when they're fresh, though. Acquire your Legion Fall Champion. Waffles have a more crispy surface and the ratio is better. Well, there's Belgian waffles and then there's fluffy waffles. Waffles have syrup holes, this is true. Yeah, I think the surface area. Opposite, love waffles, pancakes, and crepes. Absolutely hate making them. Crepes were like the end all be all of childhood. Like if it was somebody's birthday and they asked for crepes, it was like an incredible day. Also, we would eat like insane amounts of them. Too many quests. Too many. Hello. Thank you. Shadowblade. Go back to the Hall of Shadows. Okay, alright, fine. Should we find a different mount to ride in the meantime until we get our thing? Why do I feel like it should be Rot Feaster? Like the Waste Marauder. It's just like a bird. You know, until you get a Raven, you may as well ride around on a Vulture. Why do you play with nameplates off? I turn them on and off as I need to, I think. So it'll be different depending on whether or not I'm playing a healer, which healer I'm playing, if I'm PvPing, if I'm just like raiding. And I don't really remember which setting I use for which, so I just kind of have a keybind that I mash whenever I'm uncomfortable until I make me happy again. You like the sewer pipe entrance? I do, but I should find the other one. Maybe I'll buy some cheese. Let's go to the cheese shop. Also, fatigue. Excuse me. I want that bird, but I don't have patience farming mounts. There are other skins of it. Actually, you know what? Speaking of birds, forget the Rotten Feaster mount. It's all about the Island Expedition Siltwing Albatross. It's about the seagull mount. That's where it's at. I saw a bunch of seagulls scrapping this morning. One of them had something that must have been real good. Wine and cheese. Wine and cheese. Wine and cheese was over here, I thought. Ah, there's a birdie! Caw-caw! Hello. Knock, knock. Can I have some cheese? Oh, a barley bread sounds pretty good. Okay. So that works. And then... where's the mission table? If I just wanted to, like, have a look at it. It's a... I don't remember. These tables have food. These are lunch tables. Talk to the guy behind the counter and then you can open the door. Curse you, chat delay. To the right. I've fallen into the water. Where you pull the torch. Here's a lamp. There's a lamp. It's hanging on the wall. This is gonna be fun. Torch, lamp, map, wall. I'm just gonna poke around. I think this will be faster. I'm too fast. Oh, he's cozy. He's living. Chat starts giving right and left, I get anxious. I don't worry about it too much anymore. It's very well intentioned, but because you have to understand that unless I stand still for like 25 seconds to receive directions, chat's fairly delayed, so any time sensitive or like what do you call them? Not conditional. Relative directions are going to be no good. It's like imagine someone's trying to give you directions while you're driving through a city, but all of their lefts, rights, and stops and turn, you know, do a U-turn on this block. You get all of them like 15 seconds later after you've already done it. It's not that it's not helpful. It's just that it's not helpful. Okay, I found the mission table. Inactive. But not learned. Maybe not learned. I don't know. I don't remember any of this. We're just gonna work on this quest line. Turn left 1 block ago. Go back in time! And go down this one-way street. And then right before that pedestrian, you want to sling yourself into that parkade. Greetings, Shadowblade. You've got to be kidding me. This was all I had to do for the Rogue Class Order Hall mount? Seriously? I haven't had it for like 10 years and I just had to go pick up a quest? Good grief. Oh. Yeah, there's some RP. I mean, we're gonna have to do the quest. Don't get me wrong. Well, I'm sure we're gonna like unveil some dreadlords or whatever. But Yeah, I betcha anything that, like, this character didn't do the Broken Shore stuff, and when they made that requirement not needed anymore, that's when it became this easy. So it wouldn't have been this easy at the time in Legion, but, like, whenever it was that they killed that requirement, there's a bunch of them basically waiting for me. Yeah, the Rogue has more tints for the mount, but we might be able to just buy them. I don't know if I'm going to have the resources. I do actually have some resources, though, so that's something. Just yesterday, finally bought the rest of the human racial mounts. Some of us are just fashionably late. Yeah, I wish it could be used to more characters than just rogues, too. Take the portal to Stormwind and assassinate the Silvermoon Mark. Let's go to Stormwind. Doing the Broken Shore each time killed my mood. The Broken Shore was just kind of a sad zone. It feels like they ran out of time and they just kind of phoned it in. And don't get me wrong, I'm queen of phoning things in. I'm not here to judge. But it feels like as a patch zone, like it was just, there was like some treasures, there was a couple quest lines. The whole thing felt kind of dead. Silvermoon Mark. I thought they said go to Stormwind. Well, now they want me to go to Shattrath. Oh, maybe they wanted me to go to Stormwind so I could get to Shattrath. I see. What is the Hearthstone add-on? Tome of Teleportation. It's great. It shows you all of the teleports that you have available on that character. Assassinate the Silvermoon Mark. Where are they? Hiding in plain sight. Oh, they're in Silvermoon. But I'm an alliance. Yeah, Tome of Teleportation can also choose a random Hearthstone toy for you. Did they want me to come to Shattrath because there's a portal that takes you to Silvermoon? I'm wow-heading this. I'm looking it up. I'm lost. What is it called again? It is called Hiding in Plain Sight. So there is a... Wait. Here's how I got to the cities in a quick way. Does it want you to fly from Kel'Thuzad? Oh, maybe. It's funny because, like, now that I'm here, I mean, I don't mind doing that, but now that I'm here, although, can you even fly from Kel'Thuzad? Maybe. It doesn't say take the portal to Kel'Thuzad. It's just like, yo, assassinate him. Because, yeah, now I am somewhat close. Oh, no, I can fly. I can fly. For a moment, I thought this place was Grand Mount. Only. I don't know if Alliance has a flight path up there. Wayfinding AI made me read quest text way more because of exactly that. Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe maybe the Stratholme port would have been better, but I've come this far. So are the Ghostlands. I mean, I don't so much mind. I wonder if when I actually... Oh, for heaven's sake. Fine. Fine. When I actually get there, I wonder if the quest is going to be tricky or difficult in any way, or if because I'm level 70 and we've had like a level squish or two since then, maybe just one, that I wonder if it'll be just super easy. Yeah, skilled assassin could have killed him for Shattrath. Oh man. Well, now we need a ground mount. I mean, she could use like a mech strider because she's a gnome. Smokey, thank you for the 18-month resub. This area and Azuremus need to revamp desperately. I kind of like them as like time capsules to like an older time. There's not very many places in the game that are still that old in modern WoW. And it's not like we're using them for anything, so it doesn't really get in the way very much. I don't have a rat stallion. I'm only a quarter way progressed towards it. That's another mount that I need to work on. What about a nice donkey? donkey. Skull Ripper. Good bear. Gotta love a nice bear. What else do we got? If we're sorting them by rare, all the less collected ones are going to be at the top here. Apparently, the rarest mount that I have, according to Rarity Rater, is the Amir Dasil raid meta mount. I guess not that many people have done the achievements yet. It's a Mechagon one. And then you've got some TCG mounts that they haven't given away just yet. And that's from the trading post. Any first looks at the War Within? Nope. I don't know anything that you don't know. So it was a fever dream. Ian said they wanted to connect them to the rest of the continents. They might have said something like that. If you told me it happened, I would believe you. But if you told me it didn't happen, I would also believe you. Ooh, that's a good one. Although I don't want to upset people that don't want to look at spiders. You know what? We grounded a vicious war snail for a reason. Am I right? Of course I am. White Hawk Strider would establish dominance. Hello, Hazel Enjoyers. I did Azurmist somewhat recently because I was leveling that Draenei Hunter, and I was for some reason having a lot of fun doing like all of the quests set there, and I was collecting a bunch of extra white and gray transmog from like the quests. Do you buy or farm your Rizashi hatchling? Rizashi hatchling. Pet journal. Northern Stranglethorn. Drop. I feel like I farmed it, but I couldn't guarantee that for sure. I feel like I farmed it, but it would have been a long time ago. Hazel, is the weather nuts where you are too? Stupid cold here in Oregon. Yeah, we're in a cold snap in BC. We've got some Arctic outflow is what they call it, and what it means is it's freaking cold outside. The wind chill's not so bad today, at least. Something in an interview, but wanted to be able to fly north from the Plaguelands. Part of the midnight update. 15 Fahrenheit. 50-mile winds where I am today. Yeah, you gotta bundle up if you're going outside. I'm still sorry. I tried to keep my hair up here. Might as well stay in and play WoW. Yeah, I feel like if I didn't have a dog, I wouldn't have gone outside for like 3 days. I would have just, I don't know, done some yoga in my living room or something, or told myself I was going to and then not done it, and I would just be staying inside for like multiple days running. But Moosey needs his walks. Please share snow. I need snow. Well, I don't need snow, but I don't have any snow. I just have cold. I just have cold. All right, we've got to run. This is what we were grinding for last season. I think this is last season, right? Plagued or black protodrakes? I don't think so, no. The old... I think I know what you mean. No. Supposed to be a high of 3 Fahrenheit tomorrow. Heated blanket and WoW for the rest of the weekend. I'm going out tonight. I'm gonna go visit family for dinner, and I need to make some bread. I'm gonna bring over, I think I decided I'm gonna try to make some dinner rolls. I've got a bread machine recipe. I gotta start it right after stream, and I'm gonna try and hand shape them into fans and then make them in like a muffin tin. I read all about it in the book, and it's gonna be tricky because there's no pictures and there's no video. I'm sure I could look up a video, but like I have written directions in how to roll and shape and cut this dough, and I'm gonna try to like brain that out because for some reason that's very hard. It's like imagine trying to make origami with written directions only and no visuals. It's a certain kind of brain that I don't have. I'll try though, and even if I make them kind of funky, they'll still be bread. It'll be fresh. Tomorrow low of -4, next Monday +10. No pics at all? Nope. Just, I mean, there's like a sketch of the finished product, which I guess is helpful, but there's no step-by-step sketches for this particular one. But there's detailed verbal instructions, so we're just gonna try and figure that out. Think we're warming up to snow tomorrow? Most of what this is taking me time is just running to Silvermoon. You can't fly here because these are the old Blood Elf starting zones. The old Blood Elf and Draenei starting zones never got flying added to them. They're just old. They're not. I'm sure if you went all the way up there, they would look really funny. They're just not designed for it. Could it be that the author herself, Beth, what's her name? Beth something, couldn't do them properly? I imagine she could. I think they were just maybe pressed for space. We had snow today. It's 58 degrees. Apparently this, the woman that wrote the cookbook has written like a lot of bread books. She wrote like the bread Bible. She's written like award-winning books, but they're all about bread. And I want to know, how different could they all be? How many books about bread can you write? The answer is apparently many. Several. Would be nice to have dragon riding there. Last weekend we had snow. Today, 58 degrees. Oh, that's a huge swing. But I'm excited because I have muffin tins because every once in a while I get like gripped by this delusion that I'm gonna make muffins. I don't even like muffins, which is why I don't make them. It's because I don't even like muffins. Why do I think I'm going to become the muffin queen? It's silly. But every time it grips me, I'm like, you know what? I need to own some muffin tins. So now I have I have some silicone and some metal muffin tins, and I don't use them because I don't like muffins. So but this particular roll recipe has me shaping them into muffin tins after they're done, so that'll be kind of, at least I can use them. Muffins with choco bits inside. But she made a lot of bread off those books. Is she French? I don't think so. I don't know though. I should look it up because the book is really good so far and the recipes have been turning out very well, so I think we stand. 'Tis the joy of baking. Blueberry muffins are bliss. I don't get me wrong, I love carbs. I just want them to be more, I don't know, I want them to be more savory and chewy, I guess. I want like sourdough breads and country breads. Excuse me. I'm a rogue. I know I'm a Lions, but like leave me alone. I want like pastas, garlic toast, semen, muffin tins, equally good for cupcakes. I'm also not massive on cake. I almost got into cake making. I was almost gripped in the you know, like the rigors of a cake obsession, except for the fact that I don't really like cake either. Brought a fresh walnut pistachio loaf earlier, restraining myself from not eating the entire thing. Ho ho. Secret to healthy bread. Like a good savor bread too. Oh, I love anything with sun-dried tomato. I love sun-dried tomatoes. I make I keep them handy so I can put them on my homemade pizzas. Fascinate the Silvermoon work. It's you. Alright, so if you could, I mean, I guess I could die, it's fine. Also, the defender's only level 45. I won't get like insta-killed from it. Sun-dried tomato muffins! I need to toast up more pine nuts and put them on my spinach salad. I bought pine nuts, and it was like $12 for like not a very big bag of them, so I need to eat them while they're good. But they make a good sandwich. Oh, there we go. And now we're going to Undercity. Of course they're in Horde cities. Why wouldn't they be? Do I want to just, let's just Stratholme port this one. I'm not porting to Stormwind. You can't get me that way. Fool me once. Rosemary salt bread / bagels. Oh, that sounds good. Have you tried putting things like fruit, veg, nuts? I made a walnut loaf. But unfortunately I set the crust way too dark, so I had to like cut the crust off of it to make it edible, but with the crust cut off of it, it was delicious. That was the first recipe that I made out of the bread machine. I love garlic and herb, and I love garlic herb breads, but I always make garlic herb breads, so I'm trying to branch out. What did I say I was going to go? Stratholme, that's right. Wait for the next batch, import to Gilneas. Send me to Stratholme. I never knew that these quests would send you into like enemy cities. Trader Joe's makes pizza dough with garlic and herb. It's the best. Oh. They can. Oh, well, maybe I should have done that. Oh, well. Oh, man. What mount is this? This is the Siltwing Albatross. It's an island expedition mount. You bought with doubloons off the vendor, I believe. Smokey too. I don't know if I thanked you for your 18-month resub. You said love the hair color. Thank you. It looks so silly. I like it. I got a thing for seagulls and albatrosses. Look how strong it is. It's got like a big bird muscles. Silly goose. All depressed now. Just finished taking down the last of the Christmas lights and decorations. Only like 310 shopping days until next year. I like doing a nice clean whenever I clean up Christmas decorations to make the place feel all fresh for the new year. I did like a really thorough vacuum recently. I pulled an insane amount of dust from places, and I'm sure it'll be back like immediately, but it feels nice. I really like my apartment. I'm lucky in that way. There don't get me wrong, there's things that I don't like about living here that I would like to be different with my next place, but overall, I got really lucky to get this place, and I like it a lot. If I have to be renting, I wouldn't rent anywhere else. Hi, hello. Hi, Scarlett. How you doing? I also kind of like the way I've decorated it. You know, I got to like pick out my furniture. I've picked out some like wall hangings, and I got rugs. I've got some art up. You know, like it's cute in here. Don't get me wrong, it's messy a lot of the time because I occasionally enter tornado mode where things just fall from my grasp and are littered about my home. But, you know, when I exit tornado mode, I'll usually pick them up some of the time. I have just a bunch of Moosey toys in here that I need repairs. Mentally ill British woman has arrived. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fine, since I'm snowed in, finally got my Pirate Volpera to 70. Oh, fun. Going to enemy cities is why I never did the rogue mount. At least I'm assuming there's not going to be very many people here. But I want the bird. I want the bird mount, man. What are you doing today? I am catching up on a class order hall mount that I never got. And I'm very, very, very excited about it. It's the rogue one. And don't get me wrong, there's more that I can work on after this. But this seems like a good start. Evil Oreo Cake, thank you for the 13-month reset. You have to change Undercity back in time? Wouldn't it not let me in if I wasn't back in time, though? I feel like I'm in the correct time thing. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Is the Whelp Tender title account one? Let me see. Titles. Actually, do I have the Whelp Tender title? There's a question. Because I don't see it, and I thought I had it, but what if I just don't have it? I guess I don't know. I miss Undercity. I know it's like closed off just like Darnassus is, or whatever, in previous time. Not that you can't go there or anything, it's just, I don't know, I liked it. I spent a lot of time here in Wrath. You can only get it on the tune that you did the achievement on at the moment. Oh, that's weird. Presumably they would fix that, right? Am I going... Here, let's try the other side, but then if not, I might need to go upstairs. Started doing Whelp Daycare again, gave up. Hopefully with the War Within change. Yeah, that's especially egregious if you, like, cannot get it again in another character. Why spend time in Undercity? I'm here for a quest right now. But I just... Oh, why did I do it in Wrath? I played some undead characters. I had some undead alts that I played. My bank alt was an undead back when I was Horde. His name was Elzor with 2 R's, and he was an undead warlock, and he had the black straps across his face, and he had an imp, whose name I unfortunately forget. I think it must be on the inside, on the upper level. He used like the diamond tipped cane as a not even as a transmog. You couldn't transmog back then. He just wore a diamond tipped cane. It was the bank alt fashion back before, like, pre-Mog. So don't mind me being horrifically lost. Everything's gonna be okay. It'll all work out. In the end. I think I jumped down when I didn't need to. Well, no. Hold on. I'm wow-heading. I'm wow-heading. The Undercity. Mistress Matilda can be found in the road quarter. She and her friends are on a balcony. You may use a flying mount to reach the spot. Oh, okay. So I might need to unstealth for a second, but they are in the road quarter. Okay. Good to know, good to know. A lion or a bear? That's a great question. I'd hope that both of them be smart enough to leave each other alone. No, 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 no. Leave me alone. Leave me alone! I should have gotten farther away before I stopped, before I vanished. Excuse me. I don't want to kill the guard. Also, I don't know if I can kill the guard. I can blind him. Well, my vanish is on a 1 minute and 38 second cooldown. I wonder if we can range it into the sewers. Playing League yesterday, someone asked what my name was. It was literally my tag. This isn't going so good, but the good news is if I die, I can probably just flap on up there. I mean, no, I can't kill this. Maybe I can. Sorry, Bat. Still in combat, but we only need to live for another 39 seconds and then we'll have Vanish back. I feel bad. The Bat wasn't doing anything wrong. It was being a good guard Bat. I did drop combat, you're right. So we were gonna have to unstealth just to mount up anyway. Ah, I didn't know about these balconies. I might want Vanish to be up for this, because it looks like I'm just going to have to dive right in. There must be a non-flying mount way to get up to this balcony, but I'm not going to worry about it. And played SOD? A little bit. I couldn't really get into it. I tried twice. Oh, those guys see through stealth. Oh, this isn't going well, is it? Are any of you people the mark? Yes, one of them was! That'll work. Alright, just get me out of here. You can kill me, that's fine. You can see why I didn't make it as an assassin. And then we need to go to Thunder Bluff. How on earth do I want to get there? And my dollar in Hearthstone is still on cooldown, so I can't do the wait. I can't do the. My first idea was to use that to port to whatchamacallit. Oh, actually, you know what? Here, idea. Wailing Caverns. Valdrakken, Stormwind, Borealis, Wailing Caverns fly. We just have to remember to not forget where we're going while going Valdrakken, Stormwind, Borealis, Wailing Caverns. Valdrakken, Stormwind, Borealis, Wailing Caverns fly. So here's Valdrakken, and then we're gonna sprint. And then Stormwind. Hold on. This is gonna be great. Just write it down! Valdrakken, Stormwind, Borealis, Wailing Caverns, and then fly. And then Borealis. No. This is gonna be closer than Uldum, I swear. And then Borealis. Uldum's like all the way on the bottom of the zone. And now the tricky one in Borealis is to go to the pet dungeon port. Silithus is also farther away. You guys don't trust. You gotta believe. You gotta believe in the power of the pet battler is what you gotta do. And we remember where this port is because we were just here shopping the other day. So we're going over here. Believe. Trust. Trust, trust, trust. This is gonna be really fast. And then we're gonna take this port to the Wailing Caverns. Checkmate. Why not fly from Starwind to Booty Bay and take the boat to Ratchet and fly from there? Because look how close we are now. We're right there. Da, 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 da. No boats required. Snap. Mind you, if you're going to use that port for yourself, be advised you need to do the pet battle dungeons to unlock them. However, once you've unlocked them, they're unlocked account-wide. You can access them from Boralus or from Dalaran, and they're super, super, super useful. What happened to the pink mug? Well, I drank the tea and then the mug was clear. I can refill it. Watch out for flying guards. Yeah, this is going to kind of suck. I wonder if I can just airdrop myself in and then vanish. Yeah, my Dalaran portal was on cooldown. That's why I went through Boralus, because I had another 8 minutes left on this one. Yeah, there is one in Zuldazar for Horde, but like, I would be lying if I told you I could tell you where it is. By the pet battle area, surely. Fall damage does not break stealth? Yeah, you're here. I would have taken the balloon from Undercity. Oh, why did I vanish? I'm the worst rogue. It's okay, we found the guy. This doesn't seem too bad. He's dead. Am I done? No, we have to go to Orgrimmar. Oh, it's handy then, make me some nice steps. Why did I stealth with a vanish? That was the worst idea. Sorry, Wolfie. Collateral damage. Because Orgrimmar, I mean, I think I'm just going to fly back. I think I'm just going to fly. It's not too far. Enjoy these non-mythic plus streams. Yeah, they're fun. We're having fun. Oh, Kitty Cat, you have one extremely sharp claw. How did you get that? I trimmed the rest of your claws. Did I forget one? She's grooming. Wondering if your lazy speed set guide is still accurate. Trying to plow through the essays and Wowhead make my head hurt. So the thing is, I'm going to start this by saying I don't know. I haven't tried it since. My squinty-eyed understanding is that if you farmed that set back then, it got nerfed. But if you farmed it again now, a lot of it would work. There was a squish that made some stuff not very effective, but like if you refarmed them, they were okay. Some of those speed sets needed to get refarmed. But some details may have changed, and I couldn't tell you which ones. I know, it's kind of annoying. I have not heard of that add-on. Shadowland speed set stuff works as long as you're not above 61. Yeah. Nowadays, I feel like the BFA stuff still, like the BFA speed set stuff, as far as I know, still works, but you might want to re-get new versions of it. Although I don't really remember why. But then the, getting modern pieces that just have speed on them. So I think that one thing that Flabby was doing was keeping an eye on the auctionist for like Emerald Dream Greens that had plus speed. And if you just get a whole set of those together, that can do you a lot of good too. See you later, kitty cat. Especially if you don't want to be limited to being not level 70. But it's been a while since I've looked into it. I'm gonna want to put together something for War Within to farm Mog with once the Mog changes go through. But I think that I want to wait until then, because if, you know, things change sometimes between expansions. I don't know if they're changing anything that would impact the speed set, but just in case they do, I would rather like start from scratch then. You never know what kind of speed boosts will be available. Yes. Alright, where am I going? Valley of Strength. Basically inside the inn. I mean, at least at level 70, it seems like even if I suck at stealth, I can just kind of like book it inside and then just Blade Flurry and hope for the best. Breezy made a nice speed set video. There you go. Alright, so first step, I've successfully stealthed without vanishing, so I have vanished for later. That guard is definitely gonna break me out. But that's fine. We just kind of want this poor bank, I'll just check in their mail. Bank the gold, the patient. Why did I get out of the way of that player? That's the question. So you're gonna find me, and that's fine. Oh, they're not in here, are they? Are they on the roof or something like that? Do you have to wash your wigs? Eventually, yeah. And you use a special... You don't want to wash them with, like, hair shampoo. You can use, like, baby shampoo, or you can get special wig shampoo for it. But just like with a lot of things, you want to wash it as infrequently as you can get away with, because especially with synthetic wigs, whenever you wash them, you're going to have some amount of shedding and damage to it. So you want to keep it as clean as you can by using a wig cap and by not using like a ton of styling if you don't need to, and then also by not wearing it when you don't need to. Wow, this is a really long run. So that you don't need to wash it crazy often. Also, rotating wigs will help too. It's an auctioneer. Oh. Yeah, this quest line is for the rogue class order hall mount. The far right auctioneer. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I need to get a wig that's pink pigtails. Yeah, rising and flying would have been faster. I'm just hoping that this will let me pop right where I need to be so that I don't upset any more guards than I need to. When I did it, I just popped evasion and cried. Oh, I should have done that. Where is my evasion's on Z? What else do I have? I've got faint on 9. Pick lock. Cloak of Shadows. I'm not a very good rogue. Evasion and tears sounds like a good idea. Pink tea. It's like a health push. It's a crimson vial. Targeted from outside the auctionist and then shadow step. Ooh, clever. Isn't great quest design considering the guards can find you. I think the idea was that you're supposed to like, I think the guards that can find you patrol, so you're supposed to like be stealthy and like wait for them to leave. I'm just, I have no patience or discipline or tolerance for any kind of stealth game like that. And I'm just going guns a-blazing and get moitered. Yeah, distract isn't even on my bars. Or if it is on my bars, I don't know what it looks like. I have poisons. I have big crate of salvage. That's about where we're at. Should do the rogue legendary dagger quest line. Why? I guess for Mog, but that sounds like a much later me problem. Is it a fun quest line? Yeah. Yeah, she's like an extra auctioneer. Okay. Evasion. Alright, she's dead. And now it says go to Stormwind, but I don't know if it's actually true. Maybe they'll just, maybe I can just like die and then, yeah. We'll actually properly res sickness this time. Surprisingly fun. You have to run Dragon Soul. Okay, and now they really do want me to go to Stormwind. Or do they want me to just go back? Do they really want me to go to Stormwind, or are they just trying to get me back to the Broken Isles? How would I know? If we look at Stormwind City, is there a quest turn in there? No. I'm dull on Hearthstoning. I think they just want me to go home. I think we're done. Yeah. Huh. We got him. Yeah, worst case, you go to Stormwind. That's smart. Okay, let's head back downstairs to the cheese place. I miss Legion so much sometimes. Do I have to show him my thing every time? Like, he doesn't remember me? He doesn't remember what I look like? I want a soulbound mount that you can only learn if you're Alliance. Can you use it on an Alliance player to teach it to them? Is it the thing from the Time Rift? I don't remember if I was going in here or not. I might have been. Yeah. Alright, is this my big moment? Haha! Rogue class order hall mount. I'll watch the cutscene, why not? They didn't make me buy any cheese, but I bought some anyway because I felt bad about just like tromping through their business without making any purchases, so I bought some token cheese. Yo, I just front rolled onto that bird. So now I have Shadowblade's Murderous Omen. But there's 3 more colors of it from Zan Shivsprocket. Zan Shivsprocket is right here. And he sells them for 1,000 order resources. And look at that! I somehow, for whatever reason, I have order resources. Oh yeah, my mount count's gonna be off the chart. So there's 4? And they're all technically separate mounts? Beautiful. Excellent. Magnificent. That was way easier than I thought it was gonna be. I think I must have already had a bunch of the rogue, like I think I must have done the rogue mount, like class campaign already, and that's why it was just the mount. If you're starting from scratch, it's probably not as easy. Padding those mount parses. We gotta go check the mount out is what we gotta do. Let's head on upstairs. Nice. Yeah, you don't have to get all the class hall mounts, but you, if you want all of them, you would need to use all the classes. Go team out this day. Hopefully it's going to get Dragonfly. So there's Baneful Omen, Murderous Omen, which is the black one, Crimson Omen, which is the red one, and Lethal Omen, which is like a true black one? Baneful? Oh yeah, because Murderous is kind of purple, and then that one's kind of... Yeah, that's pretty cool. I kind of wish it didn't have a hat on. But it's a cool birdie. I like the purple one. The green and the red are lovely. Did all the class mounts during COVID lockdown. Nice way to spend it. I wonder... That must have been the one... Actually, no. Maybe Druid is the one that would be the next... I know the Druid one isn't technically a mount. But if there was anything where it was just do a quest line, it would have probably been Druid. Because I bet you I did the campaign. But I stopped short of doing Legionfall, which I no longer would need to do. Let me look at my... What else are we missing? We definitely need the Warlock ones, the Paladin ones, the Druid ones. Here, a little simpler. I'll read this again. What? Alright. This is my mount collection. So we just got the 4 birds. So there's 3 for Paladin. There's 1 for Warrior, 1 for Shaman. So we have to do Paladin and Warlock first, right? Because those are going to be like they add many more to the actual count. And then Warrior, Shaman, Mage, Demon Hunter would be last. Yeah, Pally has like +4. Warlock I might have done some of the campaign on. Paladin I certainly didn't do any campaign on. I would be starting Paladin from scratch. Because, but that one's like a drop. The other ones I think I would just be like starting it today. I do have a Paladin, but he definitely didn't do any of this. So he would be doing it more from scratch. So I don't know if I'll finish it, but let's start it, I guess. Let's poke around and give it a go. That means it's his time. The Death Knight one I have already. I have the Death Knight mounts. I have Priest. I have Monk already. And now I have the Rogue ones. You like his games, like. Oh, it's gonna be annoying for him to get back out here, but what do you do? We are going to Legion. So he is wearing, the top is the Tortoiseshell breastplate. It is Zandalari green gear from BFA. Hala 1961, thank you for the 24-month resub. Happy 2 years. Appreciate it. Yeah, so there's no surprise where we start. Gather some people. Hello. And then more people. Good job, you got 50 minutes left. I do, you're right. I wonder how much of this we can get through in that time frame. It's going to depend on how lost I get. I think the good news is that we have the beginning of the thread. Trying to figure out where I had left off with the Rogue One stuck me for a few minutes. But the bad news is I wonder if they're going to make me get an artifact weapon. Or if I can skip all of them and just not do any of it. They might make me get one of them. Am I in Prot right now? I am in Prot. I suppose I'll do the Ret quest. Actually running Bazaar right now for Transmog. I don't think I ever even unlocked the Paladin Order Hall. I feel like I've never done this. Western Plaguelands. Well, I know how I'm getting there. Doing one until you hit the mission table roadblock, and then do another one till the roadblock, and then bounce those. Oh yeah, the mission table thing. That's right. So I must have done, because we didn't have to do any missions for the Rogue One. Yeah, Strathel me again. Do the gift subs count towards our goal? I'm going to count them, but the goal ticker doesn't seem inclined to do so. And I don't think I have any way of manually manipulating it either, so I'm just going to have to keep track of it. I believe we got 11 gift subs today, because we got 11 anonymous gifts at the very top of the stream. So we would add that to 5, make 16, meaning 9 more subs for thing. Use the quest item. Oh. Oops. At least we didn't use any teleports to get there, or any like cooldown teleports. Paladin Palace is dope. Great cheese for getting to the Eastern Plaguelands. Welcome back, Kit Kat. Oh, it's here. Yeah. Hello. Can I help? I'm hoping that some of this stuff is like just super easy by virtue of I'm over leveling it. Oh, they put me into this. Perk? Giving out 5 gift subs? And Amaya giving out 5 gift subs. Alright. Thank you very much, guys. Holy, alright. If we count those, that brings us to a total of 21 gift subs for the day. Which, first of all, holy moly, thank you. And then that gives us, that reaches our goal. That reaches our wig reveal goal. So tomorrow will be Mystery Wig Day. I promise. Pinky swear. Neuralek, thank you for the 37-month resub. Gifters are awesome. Shucks, guys. Appreciate it. Well, now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna wear with it. We gotta make sure that if we're bribing people for the reveal, we gotta make it into a look. What about Twitch Prime that lets you sub to your favorite streamer for free with Amazon Prime? It's true. I read an article that apparently there was some doubt in the community over like whether or not they would even continue doing Prime subs like forever because the Twitch CEO did some kind of a live stream where he said that Twitch isn't profitable yet and they're... Because I know they just did a bunch of layoffs and people were speculating over whether or not Prime would continue forever because it's probably just a money dump for them. Domi B, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, you've seen this one and then you've seen a green one that's kind of like this style but in green. I will say that all of them have bangs. I don't have any lace front wigs, but the colors and the styling, perhaps even the length, different. But it would be a big bummer if they did. It would be a big bummer as a streamer if they did discontinue Prime subs because that's a huge part of your sustainability as a streamer. If you're trying to live off of it, a lot of your income comes from Prime subs typically. Especially if you're like lazy like me and you don't do a lot of sponsorships. You're paying a lot of your rent off of that. It was one of the big reasons I stream on Twitch and not on YouTube is because Prime subs were so profitable. No human hair wigs. I don't know if I'm gonna do any of them. They're really expensive, and I just feel a bit strange about buying real hair to wear. There's something about it. I couldn't tell you exactly what. I don't think I have an objection to it, but something about it just doesn't feel right to me. You can style wigs, but because you're gonna cause more wear and tear to them doing it, and some styles will show very clearly that it's a wig, or it might show like my natural hair underneath it, because I naturally have very dark hair that's quite short, so like anything that's pulled super back is going to show my sideburns basically. And I don't really want to shave those off because then I would look really funny whenever I'm just wearing my buzz cut. Save the Moose Bunnies, make wig out of that. Pink one could pass as your own hair, green one less so. I think they're both fun. The green one was like 3 times more expensive, which makes it funny that it looks wiggier. These are synthetic wigs. Totally synthetic wigs. Human hair wigs are like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I store them on wig stands, so I don't have like the styrofoam heads, but you can get these plastic wig stands that do the job pretty well. Spirits exercised. Yeah, okay. I can make sure I'm still questing over here. Caught up in the VODs. Congrats on your Gale Spirit pet. Hope you're well. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I was very proud of that one. It's a bob wig that I have pulled back into a ponytail. I like the look of them like this. And they're a little bit more comfy to wear when they're not on my neck. The Wombo combo. But yeah, I was very impressed with the quality of this one just because I got this just kind of for fun as what would it feel like to wear any wig. It was a cheap one. It was just available quickly on Amazon Prime. And then it turns out to be one of the nicest looking ones that I have so far. They don't sell this exact one on it's on Amazon Canada, but I couldn't find a US Amazon listing. Join Maxwell Tyrosus in the Doom. I'll be very curious to see, start to finish, what doing the whole Class Order Hall campaign feels like, in terms of time investment. Is this new content? No. This is Legion content. You should get a sponsor. I would. It would be a good pairing if I found a good one. That'd be fun. Since I'm not raid logging alts for Mountain Mog, decided to go into the rabbit hole of flavor pocket farming. Ooh, fun! Add-on, you can search mounts by color. Yeah! So Mount Journal Enhanced. Here, let me turn it on so I can show you. Mount Journal Enhanced has a filter where there's literally a color wheel that you can pick on, and it will pull mounts that have matching colors to that. It's not perfect because sometimes the part that it's pulling from won't be like the overall tone of the mount, but it's pretty good. Here we go. Lots of NPCs from quests in the Order Hall. So yeah, if I wanted to find like a purple mount, I could go into the color wheel and I could grab purple, and it's going to, generally speaking, find me purple and purple adjacent mounts. It's great. Mount Journal Enhanced. Thought of something you could do after you're done with Legion mounts. Pond Nettle. Which one was the legendary mount? So this is the Ghastly Charger. There's not technically such a thing as like a legendary mount as far as I know, unless you're talking about like the Terragosa thing. But what Mount Journal Enhanced does is it color codes these mounts depending on how many people have them collected, according to data provided by Rarity Rater. So according to like API data, less than 1% of people have this particular mount. It's an LTCG mount, which would make it like legendary rarity, compared to this one, which is Glory of the Firelands Raider, that apparently 36% of players have. Yeah, I've got the CurseForge client. That's what I use. Today I did time walking, leveled in retail instead of Wrath. Still did them anyways. Nice. 2 legendary mounts, the Terragosa, and the Black Kiraji Battle Tank. Yeah, according to that, my rarest mount is the Amir Dasil Raid meta mount. But most of the rare mounts are just TCG mounts that have not yet been given away as Amazon Prime rewards. Surprisingly enough, more people have Swift Spectral Tigers than, like, Savage Raptors. I guess maybe just because people, like, sought out more of the cards for them and stuff, even though it's technically like a... I actually don't know if it's technically rare, but a few of these other TCG mounts seem like they're less collected. Yeah, one day I'm going to pawn Nettlefish. There's a few mounts that I can still work on. There's King's Rest, there's the 2 Mechagon ones, there's all the Legion Class Order Hall ones. Ghastly Charger is so cool. I love that mount. That was my favorite mount for a long time because it flies. It runs in the ground, it flies, it doesn't look super wacky doing either one of them. It's like an undead horse model, and I always liked those to begin with too. I think that's a great one. How did you get them? I bought them on the auction house with gold back during WoD, for varying amounts of gold because they were cheaper and more available back then. And I made a lot of gold in WoD just with a ton of alts in the mission table, and I put all that gold towards buying TCG mounts. I do use the CurseForge client to manage my add-ons. Okay. Fly to the Broken Shore. Are you guys gonna like port me to Dalaran or? Oh, I can just get on this thing. Okay. Paladins are being much kinder about ferrying me around Azeroth for all of their chores than rogues were. The rogues were just kind of like, hey, yo, go to Silvermoon. Take Shattrath to get there. It'll be fine. Turn a left when you hit the Naru. Whereas the Paladins are just sending me places. The add-on is Mount Journal Enhanced. I've got links to all of my add-ons in my add-ons spreadsheet there. Lead the Paladins into battle. You betcha. You guys want to come? Battle? Go! There you go. Nah, Sharkbait didn't drop yet. I did my 17 chances for the week. I'll do another 17 chances next week. What guide are you using? I'm not using... I checked Wowhead, but it wasn't insanely helpful to me. So I'm just doing the class campaign for now. Do you have both flying mounts and non-flying mounts in favorites? Sometimes when I press a favorite button, get confused, try to fly with normal mounts. I do, but my favorite button will always give me a mount that can fly if I'm in a flying zone. It seems context sensitive. It's only ever, the only time it gets confused is if I'm, funnily enough actually, in Darkheart Thicket, as a gnome, sometimes I'll be walking through the wet part before Dresseron, and I'll try to hit my random favorite mount keybind to get on a ground mount. But because I'm standing in like 2 inches of water, my character thinks it's swimming, and it summons a water mount that then immediately goes away because I'm not actually swimming. Yeah, I need to update the spreadsheet, that's true. Thoughts on good priest mounts to match gold-colored transmog. Good priest mounts to match gold-colored transmog. I mean, there's the priest class order hall mount. The holy version of that is gold, and that's quite pretty. There's a golden unicorn from Bastion. Sundancer. Sundancer would be nice too. From the Sundancer thing. Yeah, there's Larians. There's all kinds of stuff from Zereth Mortis. If I went color gold and I was thinking of like priest things. Not so much with the yellow. Yeah, Sundancer I feel like would be my go-to. Well, it's nice at least smooshing all of these things. So I think I'm doing the artifact questline right now, because I feel like they're going to make me get at least one. I don't know if that's... They didn't really seem to have a big plan for me to skip. Zero of one wield the Ashbringer. I would love to. Can he have it? What? You do need to get one and then the class hall campaign. It's not in my bags, is it? You must find the Ashbringer while there's still time. Okay. Hello? Ashbringer? Are you in here? This is a suspicious looking cave. I'm just guessing here. It seems plausible. The mortal approaches the Ashbringer. Okay, good, good, good. It's nice of them to give me hints like that. Yeah, it is my first time doing this quest. I've never, I never did class order hall anything on a paladin before, so I've never had this. 6 of 14 on the Legion Fall campaign in chief. Interesting. It's in the Scarlet Monastery. There we go. One Ashbringer for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at me. I got a sword. They're gonna make me wear it, aren't they? It's only item level 10! I took it off and I wonder if they're gonna make me regret that. I did not get Shark Bait yet. If you could get one mount that's giving you trouble. I would probably, if I could get one mount that's giving me trouble, I would technically grab the Mythic Antorus mount. Not that I'm farming it, but precisely because I'm not farming it. I cannot be bothered to either leech skips off other people or like do ENR to farm it in the first place. So, break free. Are they going to make me wear the thing? They might make me wear the thing. Yeah, they're going to make me wear the thing. Soundless might be a better choice. I'm sorry that I've made the incorrect choice for this hypothetical question. Legion is the worst X pack to level in without heirlooms due to the artifacts being the only weapons. Return to Tyrion Fordring. That can make me run all the way back? No special paladin pony pickup? Hello? Can I go through this portal? It looks inviting. No? Okay. Yeah, ENR is annoying. I would farm Soundless before I would grind ENR a bunch of times. Especially, I mean, I guess you just have to do ENR 4 times, but like 4 times is 4 times too many per character. Yeah, I did Rise 2 keys for a day, and then I got bored. Besides, dungeon mounts are fun to farm. Raid mounts, not always the case. I would rather farm dungeon mounts than farm rise, I think. Although, I say that now when it's Shark Bay. We'll see if I still feel that way when it's like Necrotic Wake. I have somewhere in the neighborhood of 800 mounts. I have like 89% of mounts collected or something like that. Recently got Shackled Urzul after 69 attempts. Absolute nightmare. Green Infernal from Gul'dan, bane of my existence. 300 plus runs. That's some commitment. Someone obtained everything in WoW this year. What would you do if you'd collected everything? Take a nap. Go to bed. Get like a Pokeball. Go to a park if it's not too cold out. Have some lunch. Wait for the next patch, yeah. Fly to Lights Hope Chapel. Optional. Once again, they're gonna pick me up. That's nice. What's for lunch? Leftover pho. Leftover pho. That's gonna be good. Heat that up. Have some soup. I know that puts the clock back in the bottom of the minimap. That's a good question. Pallies are nice. Rogues are cheap with the transit. Yeah, I finally found a place that does a good vegan pho. Or just vegetarian anyway. And I am holding on to it. Hazelden, is this a fever dream? I'm working on class order hall mounts and I never did the paladin ones. The rogues don't pay for the Uber. Took some in-town friends to my favorite smoked fish place. I've got so much lox left over. Oh, I'm jealous. I bought some smoked salmon recently and made some sushi with it, but I must have been out of practice because the rolls were delicious, but like not pretty. I used to be able to roll like a reasonably tight maki roll, and it's not like it's crazy hard or anything, but I made a mess of them this last time. They were splitting. It was one step away from just being salad. Real commitments doing balance of power in every single class before it was made account-wide. Every once in a while, procrastinating pays off in this game. It's kind of a coin flip. Sometimes you procrastinate and it turns into a Fabius, where you're like, I should have gotten that when it was free. And sometimes you procrastinate and it turns into this. Or it's like, I don't have to do balance of power 9 times. Occasionally, my laziness pays off. Once in a blue moon. Yeah, it might have been poor quality Nori. Or maybe it was just, I opened a fresh package of it. Or at least an unsealed. I opened a sealed package of it, but I had it in my cupboards for like a long time, so I wonder if it was just bad nori. This guy's got an eye patch on. I'm sure something notable happened to his eye. He seems like the kind of guy that's got a story about it. Yeah, maybe it was too dry. Normally I like a pretty dry nori. I used to toast it in the oven before I made sushi because I really didn't want it to be like too tough. And I found if it was really dry, it like sliced and chewed better. Love your pet videos have helped me as a new player. Well, thanks. I'm glad they worked for you. Yeah, this order hole's kind of cool. Why would you put the statues in front of the windows? You're blocking the view to those beautiful stained glass windows. Put them on the ground, you know? You got room. Move some of these big pews. I feel like you could put a Kickin' concert on up here. Establish the Order of the Silver Hand. Hang on, 1 second, 1 second. I have a fantasy to live. Toy box. The light bore. Microphone. There we go. Job done. Okay, now we can establish the Order of the Silver Hand. How do we do it exactly? Oh, we just go give a speech. Do you like Indian food? I do. I really do. We have some really good, or at least to me, anyways, to my uneducated, untraveled, sheltered AF palate, we have some really yummy Indian food here. It's also like my favorite place to get a bunch of different things that are all vegetarian and that give me delicious amounts of starches and carbs. I will, with no shame, get like a curry and rice and then samosas and pakoras and naan bread and like a lassi, and that's like a feast. It's really good if you've been fishing all day and you get home and you're like really hungry and you want to eat like 9 different types of hot food that are all like delicious and also really filling and tasty. Select your first assault point. You're not gonna make me do this. Yeah, we're just gonna untrack that. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. I don't think I've tried Korean rice. Or San Marinoan food. I haven't heard of that. Make those at home too. Much cheaper than ordering takeout. I make curry at home. I make a reasonable dal. But then samosas and pakora is where I'm lost. I've looked into samosas a few times because they're delicious and I adore them. But it's one of those things that's a little fiddlier than... I could make like spiced potato and just have that. And that might be worth doing. What are some classic Canadian dishes that you grew up with? Butter tarts? That's a dessert. Nanaimo bars are also a dessert. When I think of Canadian and like local food, I think of just like you get a salmon burger, a white spot, a maple salmon burger. I mean, I love me a good salmon burger. Beaver tails were kind of a letdown to me. Poutines is nice if they do a mushroom gravy for me. Partner's a chef from India, so I'm very spoiled. Ho, ho, ho. Curry rice always sounds like Korean rice. Oh, I thought there was an actual dish. YouTube even subtitles it like that sometimes. I guess maybe the rice is implied. What do you want? Oh, that's the Stormwind quest line. No, thank you. What time is it? 1:45. We're gonna go talk to Lady Liadrin. I feel like she was in the class order hall though. I think I've done a poor job of something. Mushroom poutine and sandburger when I went to Vancouver. Would recommend before I was vegetarian. Fightin' Jack, I don't know. If there is one, I haven't seen it. Okay. Dummy question. How do you get back to the... How do you get back here? Oh, is it here? It is here. Okay, there's just a door. Okay. I just need to remember where the door is. But yeah, when I think of Canadian food, I think of fusion cuisine because a lot of the best food that you're going to get around here is going to be different cuisines that are far from here that are occasionally mixed and matched. Use the scouting map and complete Dark Storms. Oh yeah. Cool, cool, cool. I wonder if I'm gonna need to farm Legion Order resources to do stuff. I had a bunch of them on my rogue from, you know, Lord knows what back in Legion, but like this character never played Legion, so he might actually have to do like world quests or something gross. I think Timmy Hortons? Yeah. Is that Canadian food? It's just like fast food. It's just like a... I mean, it's... Don't get me wrong. I never say no to one of those jalapeno Asiago bagels. You get plenty in the Order Hall quest. Vegetarian too. Indian food, great option for people who don't eat meat. It's one of those great things where you have like choices. Like there's a lot of places where if you don't eat meat, you'll go there and they'll be like, can I interest you in a salad? And you'll be like, fine. And it's, you know, it's not a problem, but it's like just kind of a letdown. And then there's some places you go there and you can eat everything and it's just like you're in paradise. I am not vegetarian. I am pescatarian, but I love vegetarian food. I also love paneer. Paneer apparently is not crazy hard to make. You just have to be able to get your hands on some, like, actual... It's just like any cheese making. You need to get actual dairy. I will not choose a second artifact to pursue. No, thank you. So we're waiting 2 minutes on this one. Pally has an autocomplete World Quest CD. Pally has an autocomplete World Quest CD? Crazy. What is a pescatarian? It's like a vegetarian, but you also eat fish and seafood. So I eat like crab, fish, shrimp. Anything that comes out of the ocean is fair game. Although I'm not a huge fan of bivalves. I'm not a big like clam and mussel person, but that's not because I don't eat them. It's just because I don't like them. And then I still eat eggs and dairy. I just don't eat like I don't eat pork or beef or chicken personally, just for me. I'm so impatient. 2 minutes and apparently it's too long for me. There we go. We did it. Da-da-da. And then any more tutorial missions? Train squires. Oh, I can have her come along as a combat ally, although... Is that the thing that does the world quest thing? I guess I should read. No, she does like a knock forward. Train squires. You would enjoy Spanish seafood recipes then? Okay to eat fish because they don't have any feelings. I don't agree with that. Personally. But then again, I'm also not convinced that like plants don't have feelings, so I think I'm gonna have to leave feelings out of the equation at some point. Recruit troops. But fish is one thing that I am okay to like harvest and process myself. Like I go fishing and I can kill and clean and cook my own fish, and that doesn't I can still sleep at night after that, so I think I'm all right with that. I think if you handed me like a chicken and you told me to kill it and clean it and eat it, if it was like life or death, I could do it. But if there was anything else that I could eat, I would keep the chicken and give it a little smooch on the head and be like, your name is Heather, come live with me. Don't get me wrong, I also have pet fish, and those are different than the fish that I catch and eat. But yeah, I couldn't say that my eating habits are justified in a moral sense, because that's a very difficult rabbit hole to go down and come out with your brains intact. There you go. Trying to get corrupted Ashbringer? Nah, I don't think so. My mom named the chickens and steer that we raised for food. Was it you who told me that plants can be heard crying at a certain frequency, Hazel? I feel like it was you. It wasn't me, but you probably read it. I remember that too. I think somebody put that in chat. Like one of our chatters said that. Yeah, I love animals, and that doesn't make me above eating them, but I want to be... I like, I don't know, I like animals. I like the fish that I catch, too. I show them that I like them by killing them as humanely as I can, and then by actually eating them and not just, I don't know. Do people catch fish and not eat them? I mean, I guess you can catch fish and release them, and that's an option, too. Everything's food for something else. I've heard that plants can see us. Man. My houseplants are probably... They have me on a list of, like, people to take out in the plant uprising because I don't water them enough. Mission table roadblock? You're right, this is an hour. I was looking at this being like, any minute now, this is gonna finish. And, it's true. Any minute in 58 minutes or more. Speaking of animals, you wanna see my kitty cat? You wanna see this little muffin? Look at this little baby. Hi. Can you believe she's gonna be 10 this year? You're a grown-up. Oh, you got a whisker that's all broken. What happened? You got a kinked whisker. Here you go, I fixed it. Hi. Are you tired? Are you asleep? She's purring. I am finished for today, but I'll be back tomorrow, and as promised, thanks to our gift subbers and our subs from the day, I will be sporting a different wig. We shall have a wig reveal. Look forward to it. Mark it on your calendars. Hazel with slightly different hair. Appreciate you guys for coming. Have a wonderful day, and I'll be back first thing in the morning, as per the stream schedule.